We are going to start today's practice in seated. We're going to devote this practice to ourselves. We're going to take a good care of ourselves and we're going to listen to the body. We're going to listen to the breath and pay attention to the messages that come from the body. Before we start with the asana practice, with the movement, we will practice a few breathing techniques so that we can relax the mind, calm the mind, and connect with this present moment, which is what we really need while we are practicing, when we're moving. The first breathing technique is alternate nostril breathing. We want to really balance both hemispheres of the brain. So for this breathing technique, I invite you to take a comfortable seated position, sitting bones grounded on the mat. You may take the flesh out of your bones and relax your shoulders, open your chest. You may keep your left hand in a mudra, which means you keep your index and thumb touched together. That will improve the concentration. And then with the other hand, the right hand, we're going to place the big thumb on the right nostril, the pinky and the index on the left nostril, and the index and the middle finger, you can place them on your third eye. We're going to start through the right nostril. So this is what we're going to practice. Inhale through the right for 4, hold the breath for 2, and exhale through the left for 8. The idea is to really allow the body to release all the toxins accumulated in the body. So that's why we're keeping it to a bit longer. But if at any point you start feeling some kind of discomfort, then I invite you just to continue breathing normally. And let's begin. You may keep your eyes closed. So we're going to inhale through the right nostril. You can relax index and the middle finger on your third eye. Keep the left nostril completely closed. Inhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Using your thumb, close the nostril for 1, 2, and exhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left nostril and hold for 1, 2, and exhale through your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through your right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, and exhale through your left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through your left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Retain the breath for 1, 2, and exhale through your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do one more round. Inhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close for 1, 2. Exhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain for 1, 2. Exhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can relax your right hand on top of your lap and just stay here, noticing, observing, connecting with this present moment. Breathing completely normally. And notice if there is any change in your breathing patterns. And on the next inhale, I invite you to open your eyes. Now we're going to practice another breath, which is called the bee breath. It is a humming sound. So inhale normally, and as you exhale, The idea again is to keep the exhale a bit longer. We're going to basically say the word hum. So it looks like this. You take a breath in. It's like a bee sound. And then you take another breath in and hum for as long as possible. But try to stay connected with the body. The moment you feel that's enough, then that's enough. Listen to your body and then continue with the inhale. So we don't really want to have negative effects from these breathing techniques. This is a great one for anxiety. So I invite you to keep your hands, if you wish, on your laps. You can just connect your index and thumb. Close your eyes and take a breath in, and let's begin. And one more. And once you complete this last one, again, stay connected with this present moment. Acknowledge what's happening in your body. Notice any patterns in your breath. And on the next inhale, you may open your eyes. And we're going to practice one more breath. It's another powerful breath. It really expands the diaphragm, the lungs. It's breath of fire. And basically what it looks like is when you inhale, you're filling your belly, your diaphragm, your chest with your lungs with oxygen. And as you exhale, you're releasing all of the toxins. And it's a forceful exhale. A regular inhale, forceful exhale, and we're going to use the arms. So each time we inhale, we're opening, and exhale, moving forward. And this is what it looks like. So when you exhale, the navel moves inward. So you really want to push to release the toxins out of the body. And let's begin. So we're moving the arms, moving them forward and back. Each time you open the chest, you're inhaling. Each time you move the arms forward, you are exhaling. Let's bring them forward, and we're going to start with an inhale. Normal inhale, exhale, forceful. And you may move at your own pace. One more, and release your hands. Last time, close your eyes and just acknowledge. Do you notice any difference in the sensations, the feelings in the body? How is your mind after practicing these powerful breathing techniques? Do you feel more connected with this present moment? And on the next inhale, open your eyes, and let's begin with the warm-up part. On the next inhale, lift your shoulders up, back, down, into the front, and make big circles. And you can also use this powerful breath with each inhale. You're bringing in the oxygen, and with the exhale, you're releasing toxins. Remember, you're taking you're taking a good care of yourself. You know your body best. You know what is best for your body at this moment. Reverse direction. Each time you open your chest, you're inhaling, and each time you go back, you're exhaling. And relax the shoulders, extend the arms, stretch your arms, lengthen. Lengthen through the spine as well. Imagine there is a cord that goes through your spine, so you want to really lift yourself up and lengthen to the side. Stretch your arms. And on the next inhale, lift your arms and look up. And you may interlock the fingers and keep only the index fingers pointing up. So keep lengthening, stretching. And as you exhale, bring your body over to the left side. But remember, try to keep your sitting bones grounded on the floor. We tend to lift the right sitting bone, so we want to keep both of them on the mat, grounded. So we want to lengthen and stretch, and at the same time, feel the connection with the mat. Inhale, arms up, exhale over to the other side. And use your powerful breath. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to lower. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to lower. Inhale one more time, up, and this time release your left hand and place it on the mat, and the other arm is moving towards your head. Slow movements, giving the body some time to adjust and to warm up, and you're looking up. And you may pause here, and you're trying to lower down. Eventually you may even place your left elbow on the mat, on the floor. Inhale, both arms up, and exhale over to your other side. And you're looking up. And again, you may pulse a bit, going up and down, and with each exhale, you try to really deepen. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. Use your powerful breath to stretch, lengthen, and bring some oxygen. That's what your healthy body needs, oxygen. Inhale, both arms up, and this time interlace the fingers behind your back. Open your chest and lift these arms high, high, high up. Try to lift a bit higher. Keep your spine nice and long. And check your breathing. Are you holding your breath? Are you breathing? Is your breath shallow? Is it fast? Acknowledge, accept, and observe. And very slowly release your arms and bring them right in front of you and start twisting from only the upper body is twisting. You keep your hips facing to the front and start twisting over to the left side. And with the exhale, you're deepening the twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen the twist. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the other side. And with the exhale, try to go a bit deeper. Inhale back to center. Lift your arms up, look up, gentle back bend if you wish, and release your hands, tips of the fingers on the mat. Place the hands right in front of you and start walking the hands away from you. And once you get that nice stretch in the back, relax the head and keep your hands or tips of the fingers on the mat. And from here, I invite you to start walking your hands over to the left side. And pose there, where you feel a nice stretch. Try to give yourself really your best. Try to devote this practice to yourself. Don't keep it too simple, and don't be too hard on yourself. Inhale, walk the hands back to center, and as you exhale over to the other side. Trying to keep both sitting bones on the mat, on the floor. Inhale, walk the hands back to center and towards yourself. And let's continue with some cat-cows. Hands on the mat, knees hip width apart, feet on the mat, grounded. And on the next inhale, bring your belly button towards the mat and lift your head. And you have a nice arch in the back. And that's your cow pose. As you exhale, round your back. Move with your breath. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, into cat. Inhale, looking up. Go deeper each time into the pose. And exhale. The back is moving up towards the sky. Inhale, looking up. And exhale into cat pose. And one more round. Inhale, look up. Moving slowly with kindness and awareness. And exhale, find your cat. And from here, let's go into table pose. And on the next inhale, we're going to lift opposite arm and leg. If you have gentle knees, you may place something under your, let's say we're going to start with the right arm and left knee. So you may place something under your right knee or simply fold your yoga mat. On the next inhale, lift your right arm and left leg. Keep the toes active. Flex your toes pointing down. Flex your ankle and lengthen. Engage your core, engage your upper body. Don't collapse into that left wrist. And as you exhale, your elbow and knee move towards each other. On the inhale, you're trying to lift your arm and leg higher this time. And as you exhale, elbow to knee. And acknowledge which muscles you're engaging. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, looking up, moving with love and care. And exhale, reach. One more time, lift this time as high up as possible. And reach. And release. And if you need to just move for a bit, your left wrist may sit on your heels and just move slightly, one wrist, the other wrist if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to continue with the other side. Let's lift on the next inhale, left arm and right leg. Keep lengthening. Check your breath. Right now we're keeping them parallel to the floor, and on the next, take a breath in, and on the next exhale, you're moving your elbow towards your knee. Inhale to lift a bit higher this time, and exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lifting and looking up, and exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, you may look up, and exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, lift as high up as possible, and reach, and release. And now we're going to sit back on the heels, but this time we're going to tuck the toes in. We really want to stretch also the feet, the soles of the feet. We're going to place arms right in front of us, and we'll have eagle arms. Right arm under the left arm. Either back of the hands or palms facing, and you're lifting your arms at your elbows at shoulder height, and you're looking right in front of you. And here, I invite you to practice breathing. And what I mean by that is count each exhale. So inhale, exhale for 1, inhale, exhale for 2, inhale, exhale for 3, and stay with your breath. Practice mindful breathing, staying connected with the body, with the breath, with the present moment as we move and breathe only here and now. And let's reverse now the arms. Place your left arm under the right arm And continue counting your breaths, mindful breathing. Exhale for 1, exhale for 2. And if you find at any point that it's too intense on the soles of the feet, you can always relax the top of the feet and simply sit on top of your heels. Let's take one more breath here. And release the pose. Place the hands on the mat and just lift your toes and observe any sensations, anything that is happening in the feet. Observe, acknowledge, connect. And whenever you feel it's the time, you can slowly start tapping the top of the feet. And now I invite you just to give the feet a few more minutes to relax. Sit on top of the heels. And we're going to do some twists. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. And as you exhale, twist over to the left and look above your left shoulder. And with each exhale, try to deepen the twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to go deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to go deeper. And you're looking above your left shoulder. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist a bit more. Inhale, lift your arms up, and as you exhale, relax the hands, and let's try cow face pose. With the right, place the right hand on top of your left shoulder blade. With the left hand, reach for the fingers. And if you can clasp them, you may interlace them or just grab the fingers. So this is one option. If it's too hard, you may always use a yoga strap. And that will allow you to get as close as possible. And your left elbow is pointing up towards the sky. Stay here and use this opportunity to practice breathing. The chest is open. What a good opportunity to practice mindful breathing. Only when I'm aware and mindful, I can change. Could be my old habits or old bad habits, or simply be aware of the movement and change the pose so that it satisfies my needs, not the needs of the person who is showing, but my needs. And very slowly release this side, and let's try the other side. This time place your left hand on top of your right shoulder blade, and with the right hand reach for the tips of the fingers, or if you can grab your fingers, and your right elbow this time is pointing up towards the sky. And remain here. Mindful breathing. Remember, you can focus, you may always focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale for 1. Inhale and exhale for 2. And you can always deepen your exhales. Always slow down the exhales. This is giving you and your body more time to release the toxins, to relax and calm the mind, and to stay connected with this moment. And very slowly release. And we're going to try one more pose here before we start with the standing sequence. You may grab your elbows and try to bring your forearms away from you. Option number 1. Option number 2 is palms connected, fingers pointing down. And the third variation is prayer position. Be very mindful because you're twisting here and lifting. And you place your fingers, this time the fingers are pointing up towards the head, towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And chest is open. And if you wish, you may close your eyes. That will allow you to connect a bit more with your breath, with your wrists, and if you need to modify and change, I am here practicing mindfully with awareness, taking a good care of myself, of my body. Only I'm the person who knows what is best for me. And very slowly release the pose, and if you need to, just move your wrists in one direction and the other direction. And we are ready for the standing sequence. Let's go into table pose, and from table we're going to try downward dog. Tuck your toes and bring the hips back, and very slowly start moving back. This is our first downward dog. I invite you to bend your legs and the knees and start moving your legs back and forth, knees back and forth, heels up and down. And we're shifting the weight from the wrists back towards the heels. Slow movement with awareness. And eventually your heels are aiming for the floor. And you may straighten your legs if you feel that's okay. If not, keep your legs bent at the knees and keep pressing your hips back and up. And your chest is moving down. And from here, start walking your feet towards the hands and find your halfway lift. Exhale, release the head. Inhale, arms up with a back bend. And release. And let's continue. Inhale, lift your arms, open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back into plank pose. Keep your feet about hip width apart. Relax the knees, relax the top of the feet, bring the hips back, and slowly start lowering down and slide and find your cobra pose. Baby cobra. Bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. Looking down. You can press the hands down and towards yourself, so feel that traction. And you're lifting, opening your heart. Find your downward dog. Step forward with the right foot. Left knee on the mat, left foot on the mat, arms up. Exhale, hands on the mat. And step into downward dog. Left foot in between the hands, right knee on the mat, arms lifted. Exhale, hands on the mat. And this time step forward. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat. Inhale, arms up with a back bend. And release. And let's do a few more of these. Inhale, lift your arms up. Open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back or jump into plank pose. You have the option to relax the knees and the top of the feet on the mat and slide into cobra pose, or you may go into chaturanga, lower all the way down, and inhale, you may go into upper dog and keep your knees off the mat. And wherever you are, either in cobra or upper dog, find your way to downward dog. This time step forward with the left foot. Right knee on the mat, right foot on the mat, lift your arms up. Open your heart. Exhale, forward. Find your downward dog. Place the right foot in between the hands, left knee on the mat, lift your arms up. Open your heart. And exhale, hands on the mat, and step forward, step to the front. Inhale into halfway lift, exhale, relax the head. Inhale, arms up, and release. Inhale, lift your arms, open your heart, deepen the back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, step backward, jump into plank pose. Knees, top of the feet on the mat, bring the hips back and find your way into cobra pose. This time I'm going to offer a few modifications here. Cobra pose, you may lift your legs and hands off the mat. And see how this one works. You're trying to lift the chest, lift your legs. Where do you feel this pose? Which muscles are working? Press the hands down and let's try to go into a deeper variation of cobra pose. If that's too much for your back, lower back, you may always lower down and move towards the floor. You may look down or right in front or up. Be kind with your lower back, be aware of your lower back. And from here, let's go into table pose, slow movements, and the next pose is puppy stretch. We're only walking the hands away. At the same time, we're trying to keep the knee aligned with the hips. The knee is aligned with the hips. Puppy stretch, so your heart is moving down and you're stretching your back. If you think this is too simple, you may try to lift your elbows and see how that one works. And only keep your hands on the floor. If you're holding your breath, it means that you need to modify the pose. On the next inhale, find your way to table pose. And from table, we're going into downward dog. Tuck the toes in, bring the hips back, and step forward with the right foot. Left knee on the mat, left foot on the mat. Keep the left hand grounded, lift your right arm up and open and look up. And you may bring that arm even more to the right and to the left. The right arm is going over to the left. And release this hand, place it on the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm up and look up. And release this hand. Now place the tips of the fingers on the mat. Bring the hips back as you're strengthening the front, straightening the front leg. And what is moving down towards your thigh is not your head, but your chest. So you really want to lengthen from your spine and start moving down towards your leg, towards your thigh. And then eventually you relax the head. And let's stay here for a moment, acknowledging and breathing. Bend your leg at the knee and bring both hands on the inside of that foot and start walking your right foot towards the right edge of the yoga mat. And start moving your right knee away from you. That's option number one. You may stay here. You may even use your right hand to bring your right knee away from you. Option number one is you keep your hands on the mat, or one hand on the mat, the other one on your knee. Option number two is to relax your forearms, and you may even lift your left knee off the floor and play with this pose. Now let's stick to one of these two modifications and work with your body, work with the breath. Inhale, exhale for one. Inhale, exhale for two. Inhale, exhale for three. And each time try to deepen the exhale. Try to make it longer. And if your knee is lifted, relax your knee on the floor, on the mat, hands on the mat, and then bring your foot right in the middle, in between your hands, and prepare for downward dog. Step back into downward dog. This time, place the left foot in between your hands, right knee on the mat, right foot on the mat. Lift your left arm up, 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 and open your heart as you move your arm over to the right side. Exhale, release that hand, place it on the mat. Inhale, right arm up and open up and look up. And release the hand. Place the tips of the fingers on the mat and bring the hips back as you try to straighten that front leg. Start walking the tips of the fingers or the hands away from you. The chest is moving down first, and then the head, you may relax your head. Where do you feel the stretch? You may feel it in your leg, somewhere around the knee area. You may feel it in your back, even in your arms. It depends. On the inhale, bend your leg at the knee and bring both hands on the inside. Start walking the left foot towards the left edge of the yoga mat. Left knee is moving away from you. You may place your left hand on top of the left knee, and only the outer edge of the foot is on the floor. The other hand is grounded. That's your first option. Second option is to place your forearms on the mat, and if you wish, you may lift your right knee. You don't have to go, you don't need to lift your right knee if you don't feel that's the right thing. And let's stay here and count the exhales. Inhale and deep exhale for 1. Inhale and deep exhale for 2. Inhale and deep exhale for 3. Inhale and deep exhale for 4. Inhale and deep exhale for 5. And on the next exhale, you may release the knee, the top of the foot, and hands on the mat. Walk the foot back to center and preparing for downward dog. Press the chest down. And next one is pigeon pose. Lift your right leg up, 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 and hold it there for a breath. And on the next exhale, bend your leg at the knee and place it right behind your right wrist. Open your heart, look right in front. Slowly moving with awareness. And you may find your sleeping pigeon. Place your forearms on the floor, interlace your fingers, relax your forehead. And focus on the breath. Count your exhales. And if it happens that you forget, if it happens that your mind wanders, return back to the beginning and restart counting. Inhale and exhale for 1. Inhale and exhale for 2. And on the next inhale, I invite you to lift your forehead, place the hands on the mat, and if you wish, you may bend your left leg at the knee and just keep your hands on the floor, or with the right hand, reach for your left foot. you're stretching a muscle, psoas muscle, right, which is on your left leg, the top part. And slowly release this one. And tuck your toes and step back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg back up, high up, hold it there. And as you exhale, place the left knee right behind your left wrist. Find your proud, happy pigeon. Open your heart. And as you exhale, relax your forearms, relax your head. You may close your eyes and stay with your body. Be curious about your body. Inhale and exhale for 1. Inhale and exhale for 2. You may deepen your exhales. Be curious about your body. Acknowledge what is happening at this moment. And on the next inhale, you may lift your head, place the hands on the mat, bend your right leg at the knee, look right in front, and if you wish, with the left hand, grab your right foot. And you may look above your left arm. And keep bringing that foot closer to your body to really stretch that muscle that I was talking about earlier. And slowly release and step back into downward dog. Walk your feet towards the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, tips of the fingers on the mat. Inhale, arms up and deepen the bend. And exhale, release. And after this standing sequence, let's go back to the mat and find a comfortable, easy pose to close this class. Place palms in front of your heart center. Connect with your beautiful heart, with your inner wisdom, with your true self. Place your thumbs between your eyebrows and repeat mentally, let my thoughts be kind, and send a few kind thoughts to yourself. Thumbs closer to your lips and repeat mentally, let my words be kind, and send a few kind words to your family, to people who you love, you care for, you respect. Comes closer to your heart and repeat mentally, let my actions be kind, and do something kind when there is a chance, an opportunity. May all beings be happy, be in peace, and be free from fear and negativity. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.